Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you would be safe and sound inside your homes. Finally, date sheet has been issued by the JK boss. Now there is 40% reduction instead of 30%. Dear students, you have now attempt 60 marks out of 100 marks question paper. I'm never with the reduction, but this time it was the need of our to the reduction to be there because you are virtually connected us or you were virtually connected us. The physical mode of teaching remained off due to pandemic COVID-19. Now it is obligation on part of you to remain busy with the books, do concentrate hard, remain day and night without sleep, so that you can crack the coming examinations with 90 percentage of marks. Dear students, a single lapse can tell upon badly on your academic career. Dear students, you have to work hard, you have to concentrate hard in order to crack these examinations with nice percentage of marks. Some bad, or we can say, bad things or odd things happened here. This Chinese-born virus made schools shut for quite longer duration of time, and even today schools, middle schools are shut. Better is to concentrate hard to crack the examinations, particularly 10th and 12th. Their date sheet has been issued. Their students A student called me just at about 12:30 p.m. on 25th of October, and he asked a very good question: Is non-alignment a neutral policy? A non-alignment policy a neutral policy? Dear students, first of all, you need to know what is non-alignment policy. Dear students, when World War II culminated in 1945, the world got divided into two opposite hostile blocs, that is, former USSR and the United States of America. These were mm, hostile blocs, they were military blocs, and there was a rivalry between two from 1945 to 1991. And this is called the Cold War in the world history. But after the end of Second World War, its one more consequence was that most colonized nations of the world got freedom. India got freedom in 1947, Sri Lanka 1948, Indonesia 1952. So after the culmination of the Second World War, the colonization period started culminating. What is the non-alignment policy? The non-alignment policy can be simply termed as the foreign policy of those countries who gained independence after the end of Second World War. A non-alignment means simply not to join the two opposite blocs, two hostile blocs, or two military blocs, or not to join their military aims. Dear students, the principles of the non-alignment movement were agreed in Bonding Conference in 1955, and finally, some great leaders of the third world countries are the newly independent countries: India, Egypt, Ghana, this Indonesia. Their leaders, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Colonel Nasir, sometimes it's pronounced that, Marshal Tito, and these were the pioneer. They framed a policy that we should not join the military blocs, military aims of both the blocs, whether it is USSR bloc or the United States American bloc. No doubt, the military units were formed, or we can say military pacts were formed in both the United States of America and Russia. In the United States of America, the military unit, that is a military bloc, or we can say military unit, that's NATO, was formed in opposition to this. In contrast to this, there was the Warsaw Pact that was formed by the former USSR. So the non-alignment policy is simply termed as the foreign policy of those countries who gained independence after the end of Second World War and did not join either of the two blocs. They kept themselves aloof from these blocs and they did not join their military aims. They had relations with both the countries and the rest of the world, but did not join their military aims. So we can't say the non-alignment policy is a neutral policy. It is foreign policy of those countries who gained independence after the end of Second World War in order to save their fresh independence. They did not join either of the two blocs, which were hostile blocs or the military blocs. So, non-alignment movement cannot be considered as a neutral policy. It is the policy to make the relations with the rest of the world, even with the United States of America and USSR, but not to join their military aims. So, dear students, you have to keep in the mind that non-alignment movement that is known. It is a foreign policy of those countries simply who gained independence after the end of Second World War, and they did not join either of the two blocs. Either of the two blocs, whether it was the American bloc or it was the Russian blocs, and they did not join their military aims but developed the relations with the rest of the world. Remember, it is principles were agreed in 1951 in Bondy Conference. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru from India, Colonel Nasrallah from Egypt, Marshal Tito from Yugoslavia, and Sukarno from Indonesia. These were the architecture of this foreign on this non-alignment policy. You have to keep in the mind this policy is never a neutral policy. It is to develop the relations with the rest of the world, even with these blocs, but not to join their military aims. So this is all about the non-alignment policy. But keep in mind that non-alignment policy is the foreign policy of those countries. Today, near about 120 are its members. Now it is a movement, or we can say it is a big movement. It is not to join the military aims of both the blocs. Now the USSR have collapsed in 1991. The world has changed into a unipolar world. So you have to keep in the mind that the non-alignment policy is the foreign policy of those countries who gained independence after the end of Second World War and did not join either of the two blocs uh, with their military aims. They developed the relations with the rest of the world but kept themselves aloof from the military aims of both the blocs. And the architectures of this foreign policy made it clear that our independence is free, is fresh, and we should safeguard our fresh independence by joining any of the bloc, whether it's American bloc or the Russian bloc. Our fresh independence will be in danger. So they concluding the fact, non-alignment policy is never a neutral policy. It is the policy. It is a foreign policy to develop relations with the rest of the world, with United States of America, with USSR, but not to join their military aims and kept themselves aloof from the military aims of both the blocs. Dear students, hope you might have grasped the concept. In case of any confusion or query that may strike your mind after watching this video, you can call me on 7006 671 or WhatsApp me on the same number, and within short duration of time, your query or confusion shall be cleared. But before leaving the class, I'm advising you that the date sheet has been issued for you. Do concentrate on self-studies, put extra efforts, do hard work. 60% is enough because you are virtually connected to us, not physically. But after culmination examinations, you will crack through, you will get through. Better is to cover the uncovered syllabus so that you can't face any difficulty when you sit in the competitive examinations. I love you all. My prayers are with you. You will, my prayers are with you, and get success with a huge margin. Thanks. Be balanced.